We're talking about getting kids learning how to code this morning. It's a theme throughout BT today. It's the future of engineering. We're exploring options here on BT. The Calgary Public Library has free camps dedicated to this. We heard that earlier in the show. Apple Canada offers free camps as well. There are products as well you can get to make the learning a lot more fun. And the guinea pig is my son, Nick. He's 13 years of age, so it's right in his wheelhouse here. This is the UB Tech Jimmy U robot. And Nick, you and I built this guy, right? I mean, what did you? Was it tough for us to build? What do you think, in your opinion?
It was kind of tough, but really not that hard if you are focused on it.
You follow the instructions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an accompanying app that comes with the robot, Leah, which really makes it kind of almost foolproof. I mean, there were a couple times that we had to double check things, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Like full honesty, because we didn't want to mess things up. The robot is comprised of like 6 motors, 3 on each side, and you can see kind of wires sticking out of its head, which is like kind of the control center of the brain. Like if you misconnect a wire, then of course it kind of goes haywire. It kind of messes things up, right?
I asked Nick how he found it, if he found it hard or if it was easy, and then I said, well, how old do you think you could get started on this? Because I have a son who's 7 who I thought might be interested in it, and you had some pretty good advice for a 7-year-old. What did you say, Nick?
It would be hard for the 7-year-old by himself, but like probably with your help, he'd be able to do it.
That's right. So it seems like it's pretty straightforward.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Can you show us what it's going to do?
Yeah, step 1's building it. Step 2, Nick, of course, is coding it. And we have video that we shot ahead of time just to show kind of what you can kind of do to kind of code things and stuff. And Nick, describe, like, was it hard for you the first time you tried to code this? Like, was there a lot of, like, did you try it and make a few mistakes? Like, be honest with us here. What was it like?
In the beginning, it was pretty weird because I didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah. But then later on, I kind of learned how it actually worked.
Yeah.
And then I could get it to work better.
And it's all about these building blocks, right? Building blocks. And Leah, I can tell you that Nick has been working hard coding this.
Sure. Is it a little bit like learning a new language almost?
Kind of.
Or like putting a puzzle together, something like that?
Yeah, pretty much like that.
All right, Nick, so you're going to show, so Nick's been busy coding this stuff. Show off a few things for Leah here. So,
okay, let's see.
So yeah, this is what the robot can do. It can do all kinds of fun things. So yeah, go ahead, Nick. You can show us, tell us what you're doing too.
All right, so we can wave the left arm right now with this code.
Look at that!
There we
go. He's waving.
Nice.
And then we've got the right arm.
Nice.
So you made this happen by this coding. And that's incredible.
The left leg.
Oh, he's dancing now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And you can see like you can see it on your computer, like your iPad Pro is what we're using, and you can see on the iPad Pro it has like the graphic of the robot, and then of course when you see the person, it does it too.
He's full on dancing.
And Nick has some special things lined up here for us, so go ahead, Nick.
It can do pretty much a jumping jack.
Wow.
And now what are you gonna do, Nick?
And then I'm just gonna set it back to what it normally is.
Stand by, yeah.
Nice.
And then we can do the twist.
Oh.
Look at it.
Oh, look at he's going for it now. Hey, does this look like I have a name, this robot?
What do you call him?
I call him Bender.
Bender. I like it.
Like Futurama, right?
Yeah.
Like the TV show. Yeah. What? Show us another one here, Nick. Real quick.
You can do
the man flag.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, this one makes it go nuts a little bit here. He turns right around.
Wow. Nick, this is very impressive. It's doing a lot more than I thought it was going to do. I didn't think it would be able to do any of that.
We built it, and Nick's programmed it to do all these things. And continuing, we have another part of this coming up at 8:40 in just a few minutes, where we're going to use this app where you apply the same building block steps, you know, A to B, B to C, C to D type thing, to make this cool little animated guy.
Incredible. And this app is available to anyone.
Yeah. The Rebot, by the way, people probably wondering a price. It's $175.
Okay.
For the building kit, everything in it and that type of thing, rechargeable battery, and then it comes with the app to work with it, and it is hours and hours of fun.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ted.
Yeah, we have a lot more straight ahead on Breakfast Television. Coding with kids over the summer type of series. A great option for fun and learning over the summer. A lot of schools, of course, offer coding courses now. As we heard earlier on BT, the Calgary Public Library has free camps dedicated to this, and there are all kinds of free apps out there, Leah, to kind of teach kids how to code and adults to learn how to code. So just Google free coding apps and you can find an age-appropriate one. We're focusing on one this morning called Swift Playgrounds. This is Nick, my son Nick, 13 years of age. And he is right in the target that these apps are kind of going for, right?
And Nick's just typing away, doing his thing. He knows how to make this happen.
Totally. We have some video to show you of what Swift Playgrounds look like. And so it's essentially a game that teaches you the terminology, Leah.
That's smart to make it into a game.
Yeah, of how to get this little animated guy, you see him right there, through this course, this obstacle maze, this puzzle you have to solve. And then, of course, when he's successful, you get like a really kind of fun reward at the end of it, which is neat. And Nick, like, did you find this fun or did you find it tough? Like, what did you think of this?
No, I found it to be, some of the puzzles were pretty hard, but it was also quite fun too, and kind of just play around with the code and see what works the best.
See what works the best, right? And I know that you and I were both kind of doing this together, and we both had trouble sometimes, but we just had to go back through the steps, Leah, and figure out where we had missed a key step, which is what coding's all about, right?
Because that's what it is when it comes to coding, right, Nick? If you make a mistake, it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, you got to be able to find what's wrong and just correct it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can see the little guy on the screen there, Leah, doing his little dance.
Doing his little dance.
That one was successful. Yeah, and hit run your code now, Nick. And because we have a different, this is it's a progressive way of learning as well through Swift Playgrounds, this app. And this is one that Nick just programmed, and of course he had to move his little guy around the board from one location to the other. And then of course if he's successful, then he gets the happy dance, right? And the code worked, right? And so this
there he is dancing.
This is what it's all about. And Nick, if you can do it now, go back to the home screen, and this all comes full circle. I think it's up here, and this links to the robot that we were talking about earlier. The UBTech GymU robot, the MeBot, there's a template, and if you touch it, Nick, yeah, you can see the robot there. He's the guy that was used. And so now you can write in code through the Swift Playgrounds app, and you're coding now for the robot that you helped build and learn the basic building blocks of coding on.
I see, I get it. Yeah. Okay, so the game teaches you how to code, and then you can use what you've learned in that coding app to make the robot move.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Pull up the robot for us and show us a real funky dance again. And yeah, so the app that we were profiling this morning is called Swift Playgrounds. It's it's from Apple Canada, well, from Apple, like international Apple, and it's all about the language, learning Swift, the language that's developed for Apple, by Apple, for all kinds of thousands of apps that are being used out there right now.
Nick, do you think it was helpful to have a game to play? Do you think that helped you learn quicker?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it helped actually a lot with learning it.
Oh, is that right? Because it was just fun to play and learn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
It's quite fun.
Nice. Well, there you go. Swift Playgrounds, the app is free. The MeBot, the UBTech GymU robot, the MeBot kit is $175. You can use them independently or together. And as I mentioned, Swift Playgrounds is just one of many apps out there to teach kids how to code.
So when the kids this summer start saying, Mom, I'm bored, Dad, I don't know what to do, here you go.
There you go. Look at him. He's right into it already. There you go. Thank you,
He's not
Nick.
even paying attention.
Hey, thanks, Nick, for coming on and doing all this fun stuff. Yeah, it was tough work working with a robot, right?
Thanks for coming in, Nick.
Thanks.
He's just busy.
He's busy.
Yeah.